Oh hi, it's Bukai, and welcome back to another video of IdleOn and our Journeyman team. And as you can see, we've built our sleek shank. And, I forgot to hit record. Me being Bukai, it just forgets to hit record sometimes at the start. And just, it's not like the sleek shank's an important item that you're going to use up until, like, level 80. It's not like, it's top of the gear until you get the string bludgeon or the chaotic Amarok amulet. If you didn't get that, that's pure sarcasm. The string bludgeon is the string bludgeon's a really good item, but the sleek shank is just one of those items that you just need. There's no other item aside from maybe the tarantulight, and you're going to be using both of those up until you can get the string bludgeon recipe, or until you can get the good old-fashioned chaotic Amarok amulet. And both of those are not for a long time on there, as I think my main account used the sleek shank up until I think it was like level 80. It's just, there's no other good mid-grade. You basically go from like that early game item to end game. That's it. Like, there's no in between. It's the same thing with the iron rings on there. The iron rings are just so good. You have no choice but to swap. So yeah, there's that. Now, I'm kind of dropping all of my resources onto getting enough peanuts. As you probably saw, I can carry up to 108 of them. I've got the decent carry capacity, but I still need to get the money for the hot dogs, as hot dogs are expensive, and they get even more expensive when you need 2 of them to make a peanut, which makes no sense, but you know what? This game's video game logic makes no sense, as well as its code, so it makes no sense whatsoever. Just endure. So what you gotta do is, I'm kind of deciding, and I stop off at the slimes, and I'm like, you know what? I'll go start here on slimes. Slimes is probably the best experience. Not the best experience, but the best money, especially if you use the spear. But halfway through, I'm like, no, actually, I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The reason why I'm going to Glublins is simple. I may be getting a little bit less money. It's not by much, but I may. Now, the catch is, I'm getting the goblin ears, which can be used. I believe it's either 400 on there, or it might have been changed and lowered to 3. Not 100% sure. But I may get less money. I may get a little bit more experience, but less money. As well as less crystal carrots, which is also important and a bit of a mistake. But I gain the iron helmet. The iron helmet gives me more stats for Amarok, so it makes him easier to beat. It gives me more stats for reaching gold, which is huge, and that's the bottleneck for this actual Journeyman. I could have actually probably already had the Journeyman by now, but most of this time's been spent AFK, and there's been some long AFK times on there. And I apologize for that. It's partially because I got 3 challenges and 3 accounts on the go, and just multiple things. Life kicks you in the teeth sometimes. But you know what? As long as my heart's still beating, I'll keep crawling my way towards Fortuna's gates. So you don't have to worry about anything there. Here, so long as I'm alive, I will continue doing my crap. And I do call this crap because I'm just being self-critical on there. I enjoy it. It's quite fun, and hope you guys enjoyed it as well. But it's one of those things of, I've got the iron bars to actually build the iron helmet. I can get myself up on there, and I can also grind here on the Glublins for a couple hours as I do some video editing in the background. Just, smart things to do in the background. Like, oh, sometimes Bukai has brain. Not all time, but sometimes Bukai has brain. So I do that in the background as I continuously work and just let this run for 2 hours. So I get a bunch of statues, I get a bunch of goblin ears, and any excess I just run to the shop and just dump into hot dogs. And that's basically this rest of this video on there. I could have gotten better statues and more statues if I hung around at the slimes. That might be a better spot to go for when I start to actually grind the good old-fashioned crystal carrots. I know everybody says go to boas, but I disagree. I think slimes are significantly better than boas, but who am I to judge on there? I think it's because of the vial that everybody uses the boas for, or like some other thing. Like the skin's used for something. But so is the actual slimes, and you get more of them. They spawn faster. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to give it a like, a subscribe, pass it on to your friends. If you hated it, pass it on to your enemies, and it's just pure spite. And if you guys would like to join our lovely community, we've got a nice Discord channel down there if you would like to join in our description. But if you guys would like to help support the channel, there's also a coffee shop where you guys can buy me a coffee. Be much appreciated. With that, take care, everyone.